Right, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing the championship roundup 1. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the Preston game. So they beat Sheffield Wednesday 1-0 thanks to Daniel Johnson penalty. I'll let you look at the stats. It was a pretty even game. Preston were much better, as summed up by Carlos Carvalhal there. Yeah, here's the match stats. So as you can see, I'll move my face down there. You can see that they had quite a lot. It was pretty even. Well, Preston was slightly on top, but Preston had as you can see, on most of it, Preston it's more Preston's like possession. North End had more shots. North End had more shots on target. North End had more corners. North End had more fouls. Sheffield Wednesday had more though. So yeah, then it was a kind of a tight affair to watch. I was there. I've got Daniel Johnson's goal and film on the GoPro. Might come out on the channel. I don't know. So yeah, on to the next game. And so the next game is Burton Albion v Cardiff City. So as you can see, Cardiff City got a very, very late winner through Ken Zohore. And there's the picture. You can see that he's kind of under a bit of pressure from John Mousinho. So yeah, here's the stats. It was a pretty tight game, but Cardiff were very on top. Apart from that, they had 16 shots compared to Burton's 3, and 6 on target compared to Burton's none, which on the first season it for Burton fans is very quite worrying. So yeah, on to the next game. So the next game is going to be Fulham v Norwich City, and there was another late goal scored from Nelson Oliveira to level things up. It was a pretty tight game, I think. Yeah, it's pretty tight. But as they say, a draw is it would be. I'd say it's a fair result on what happened. Yeah, on to the next game. So the next game is Ipswich Birmingham, and as you can see there from the picture, guess who scored? Joe Garner, the fourth up. Oh god, it's gone to the North Swap. But it was very. It's kind of there's kind of a question on everyone's mind now around Deepdale. Is if when Ipswich come to us on the 24th of February, if he scores, will he celebrate? That's what everyone wants to know. Because like, if he's he's a North End fan. He grew up in Preston, even though he was born in Blackburn. Yeah, I'll go back to it. Yeah, here we go. So there you can see. You can see the pictures. Clayton Donaldson of Birmingham got injured, which is very worrying for them. So here's the stats. You can see it's a tight affair, but Ipswich got the win and got as they say, goals win games, and Ipswich took the chances. So on to the next game. Now on to this result, which I would double first day of the season shock. QPR beat Reading 2-0. 2 goals from Connor Washington, 1 a header, 1 a penalty. After Thiago Ilorison was sent off. I don't know how to pronounce that. Apparently, it was a good game to watch. So there's the stats. You can see QPR way on top. It's a shadow of the Reading that were in the playoff final last year. So yeah, I don't know what's happened to Jaap Stam's team. Have they dropped in confidence or something? I don't know. Leave a comment below what you think. And so on to the next game. And now on to the newbies in the one League One last season. Sheffield United, they got a win against Brentford. It was a very, very close game. Brentford, I think, should have had the 3 points. I mean, I don't mean anything against Sheffield United, but they should have had the 3 points. Brentford, because on the highlights, Brentford, Sheffield United, their goal came from a lucky corner, but it just fell to Billy Clark. Basically, Billy Sharp, that's the man you need to mark. They did mark him, and he did what he does. Yeah, you can see that Brentford were on top, but Sheffield United got the win, and that's all that matters. So on to the next, and yeah, the next game. Let's have a look at what happened there. So on to the next game. So it was Wolves against Middlesbrough. Wolves actually won this one, surprising. But look at it. They spent 19.3 million in the summer. So they won them signings. Leo Bertani scored in his debut. Also, Middlesbrough spent a lot. They brought in Brice Assombalonga, and they brought in Martin Braithwaite from Toulouse. This went big. Wolves brought in Ruben Neves from Porto for 15 million, a championship record, I think. So here are the stats. As you can see, Wolves were the better team, and Middlesbrough shadowed themselves as a team that was in the Premier League last season. They had more possession, but Wolves were on top. So yeah, on to the next game. Right, so the next game was the late kick-off between Villa and Hull City. As you can see from the picture, Gabby Ogunho got an early goal, but then Jared Bowen on his debut, I think, for Hull, scored a really nice volley. So as you can see the stats, that's the lineups. As you can see the stats, pretty tight affair. Villa had the upper hand though. John Terry made his debut. He was denied a win on his debut as captain, but it's football's a sport, isn't it? So you can't all get what you want. And there'll also be a game missed off. Sorry, Bolton fans and Leeds fans. Your game is actually, as you can see in the time on the top of the score, your game hasn't actually started yet. So I can't really sum it up because I don't know what's happened. So the next one is the Sunderland game on Friday night. So they drew with Derby. You could say it's a win. I'm not going to say too much about Sunderland because of the manager, Simon Grayson. So he left us, and if you don't know, he left us for Sunderland. He's not going to finish the season there, to be honest. He's not basically the with Simon Grayson team. You just want a nice mid-table finish, but with Sunderland they want promotion, which for him will be it's going to be hard for him to stop being his mid-table finish and try to get a team promoted. He's mostly promoted teams in League One, but from the Championship, it's not him. So yeah, there's the stats. It was a very tight affair between Sunderland and Derby. So yeah, on to the other Friday night one, which was Nottingham Forest beating Millwall. It was a pretty nice affair. It was a pretty good game. But on his debut, Barry Mackay got the goal for them. It was a very quiet game for Nottingham Forest because Millwall dominated the game, as you can see there. But apart from that, I think Millwall should have won. As you can see there from Mark Warburton, Millwall were very good. They deserved something from the game. If you look at the highlights, you'll agree. They deserved something. So here are the stats. Forest had way more possession, but if you look at the stats from the shooting, Millwall had 23 shots to 6 on target, which they should have converted more of the chances. That is the final game. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and leave a comment of your predictions for next week's Championship games. I actually won't be able to do it because I'm away on holidays. So yeah, thanks. So yeah, again, thanks for watching this video. Leave a comment on your predictions for next week. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.